When Maharana Raj Singh of Mewar heard the news of Shah Jahan getting ill, he attacked the fort of Mandalgarh. Mandalgarh was actually an old fort in the state of Mewar, but during Akbar's time, Prince Man Singh of Amber took possession of it and handed it over to the Mughals. Although Maharana Pratap had taken this fort back from the Mughals during Akbar's time, but after his death, this fort was recaptured by the Mughals, and since then, its reign used to oscillate between Mewars and Mughals. In those days, the fort of Mandalgarh was under the rule of Roop Singh, the Maharaja of Kishangarh. He was the most credible king in the eyes of Shah Jahan. A few years ago, he took this fort from Mewar. Roop Singh himself lived in Agra or on the fronts of Balak Badkhsham and appointed Raghav Das as an ally on his behalf, who could not save Mandalgarh from going into the hands of Maharana Pratap. And then Shah Jahan's health improved. Who knows whether it was the effect of the doctor's medicines or the miraculous ash that was brought by Maharaja Roop Singh of Kishangarh from the saints of Salemabad. The king not only got up from his bed but also started enjoying the fresh air while giving his glimpse to the general public when he stood in his gazebo. As soon as the emperor started giving his glimpse, the conspiracies in the Red Fort and Delhi ceased. Now the mouths of all those servants, concubines, eunuchs, prostitutes, patrons, and prodigal begums stitched who were not afraid to spread rumors about the ill health and captivation of the emperor by Dara Shikoh. As Eid drew near, Shah Jahan's health continued to improve. In a few days, the king not only started sitting in the court but also enjoyed the Eid procession like every year. All the rich and the Hindu sardars came out from their mansions to pay respect to the emperor's procession on the auspicious occasion of Eid. Thus, the people of Delhi, the rich and the Umravs, everyone saw Shah Jahan with their own eyes and believed that the emperor's servants were spreading false rumors about the emperor's illness and death. The restless princesses again sent secret letters to their brothers, informing them about the emperor's illness and his procession around the city on Eid. After reading those letters, Shah Shuja, Aurangzeb, and Murad Baksh were in grief. They started waiting for a better opportunity. Even though Shah Jahan became perfectly healthy, his body had not fully recovered and he was weak. The doctors advised him that Delhi's climate was probably not suitable for him. Therefore, it would be better if he would rather stay in Agra or elsewhere for a few days. Shah Jahan wanted to spend his old age in Kashmir, just as his father Jahangir had spent most of the time of his old age. But Shah Jahan also knew that if he moved elsewhere instead of Delhi or Agra, the prince will rebel as he himself had left the fronts once after getting information about his father Jahangir's illness and migrated to Delhi. Agra was the main capital of the Mughals from Akbar's time until Shah Jahan built the Red Fort in Delhi. Although Akbar used to live in the palaces of Fatehpur Sikri near Agra, but still Agra was the capital at that time. Shah Jahan felt that while he kept his capital as Agra, he had no difficulty or big issues related to the Rhine, so he decided to move to Agra once again to improve his health and surrounding. There was one more reason behind his Agra migration. The grave of Shah Jahan's favorite Begum, Mumtaz Mahal, was also in Agra, who had been dead for 26 years by now. In Agra, he could sit for a few moments near Mumtaz's tomb, where Mumtaz's soul had fallen asleep and was waiting for the doom. Shah Jahan also wanted to please himself by praising the Taj Mahal, which he had built with so much fervor, and whose elegance was unmatched by any other building at that time, till he was alive. Shah Jahan also had childhood memories associated with Agra. He grew up in the Red Fort of Agra. His grandfather Akbar himself renovated this huge fort of red stones, which was not given any special attention by his own father Jahangir. Shah Jahan was also crowned in the Red Fort of Agra, and he had built many white marble buildings within the magnificent fort of red stones. Once again, Shah Jahan wanted to live in the same buildings. For all these reasons, Shah Jahan decided to move his capital from Delhi to Agra once again, and on one felicitous day, he travelled to Agra along with his harem, elephants, and procession. In his harem, princesses and concubines of many countries who were full of eternal youth at that time also came out of the Red Fort along with the procession, riding on elephants and palanquins, cabins, and bahis according to their status. Though their elephant courts, palanquins, and the wagons and bahis were covered with beautiful lush curtains, their elegance and beauty was visible from far away. Tatari and Habshi Janana soldiers carrying naked swords used to flock around these palanquins and were called Parda Begum. The Rajputs used to call them Urda Begania. Shah Jahan came out of his bedroom when the entire harem was ready on elephants and palanquins, and the Tatari and Habshi Janana soldiers surrounded the Mughaliya harem and were ready to leave. The emperor took a last look at the pearls, beads, diamonds, emeralds, yakus, onyx, and shining akiras, which he brought from different countries and decorated in his bedroom, knowing that he might be seeing them for the last time. From today onwards, this view will vanish and he might not be seeing that view again. Shah Jahan was heavy hearted while he was looking at the luxurious chandeliers hanging on the roofs of Khwabga and the Iranian carpets on the floor. Perhaps he knew that they were also going to be away from him forever. A lot of mahfils were organized by Shah Jahan on those carpets under those chandeliers. He also looked at the candles which used to light the room and spread the fragrance. The old Shah Jahan then walked fast out of his bedroom. When Shah Jahan's elephant began to move out of Shah Jahanabad, which was inside the Red Fort, Shah Jahan saw the exuberant gardens that were decorated by Mughal princesses with their own hands, and their myrtle scent in gardens soil which was persistent till today. Watch in our next episode, Darashiko and the Enmity.